Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your reading for April. It's great to have you as always. We're going to get 3 cards and hop right into it for you, Cancer. We're also going to get 3 cards for the extended if you are interested. It's linked up at the top of the comments. I'd love to have you over there on Patreon, Cancer. Well, you're waking up to something with the Judgment card. Maybe you're healing through something. You know, this is kind of an interesting message here, Cancer, because you could even be healing some sort of like mother wound or the feminine side of yourself, male, female, non-binary, however you identify. This is not like a gender thing for me ever, just so you know. But when I see the Empress, this could have to do with like what you give yourself. And why I'm saying that here, Cancer, is because, first of all, you're a Cancer. And you're kind of like the mother of the zodiac. My South Node is in Cancer. And I feel like I've dealt with something like this through my life. And that's coming up for me, so I'm going to say it to you. 6 of Pentacles with, I almost said with the mother wound. Yeah. Cancers always end up taking this mothering position. I have a good friend, Mike, who is a Cancer, and he's a very loving kind of guy. And so this is not like a feminine thing. I know I already said that, but anyways, Cancers really like overgive a lot, I feel, from your feminine energy specifically. And what I mean by that, you could have friends. My nose is itching so bad right now, so that's confirmation. You could have people in your life that you have like overgiven to, Cancer, with the Empress and the 6 of Pentacles. I'm seeing you healing through that. I think you're waking up to a certain aspect of yourself that has been overlooked or overused are the words that are coming through here. For me, you could be the type of person that has just given way too much to people, because I'm seeing a long rope, and this rope represents your, like, what you have to give, 6 of Pentacles. And I'm seeing people keep pulling on this rope, pulling on this rope, pulling on this rope, and it's going through your hands, and you have the tiny bit of the end of the rope. My stomach's getting weird now. When that happens, that usually means I'm like striking a chord of some sort. The rope is going through your hands. You only have a tiny bit of rope left for yourself. And that could be something that you're waking up to with the Judgment card, that you're healing through. We're going to make these readings a little longer this month, by the way, Cancer. They're going to be 20 minutes long instead of 10. With the Judgment card, I really am seeing you. I'm saying waking up to it, but I think you're having a realization with the Judgment card and the 3 of Swords here, Cancer, when it comes to how you have possibly overextended yourself in the past, given to people who didn't deserve it. And this is a growth moment, Cancer. Yeah, look, here you are with the Chariot. I mean, this realization that you're having, that you have like given too much to people that don't deserve it, for example, this growth moment could honestly even affect things like your finances with the 10 of Pentacles. Like, you could be seeing with the Devil and the 7 of Swords that there are people in your camp that are energy vampires, for example. And these don't always have to be like terrible, evil people. They could just be people that maybe they're talking your ear off. Maybe you have to go to a meeting. Maybe you need to do something for yourself for once. And there's always people that are like, I need you, Cancer. It doesn't always have to be this like completely toxic thing. It can just be that there are energy. I'm hearing energy pockets, which is interesting. There could be like these things in your life that you are actually very used to people taking energy from you. And I'm seeing you having some sort of a realization here, Cancer, where you're like, maybe you're going through some sort of a healing process and it's waking you up to other things. Like this has happened to me recently, Cancer, where I've been working on healing certain wounds from my past, and then other things start to crop up. And I start to realize, like, wait, I healed that other aspect of me. Now I'm starting to see I don't have to do these things that I feel I have to do. And, sometimes when we do put boundaries against people, we start to see more of the like devilish tendencies of other people cropping up. Like if you say, hey, I gotta run. I only have a couple hours today to get everything I have to get done. Love talking to you, but I gotta go. Just an example, Cancer. And then if somebody starts saying to you, like, pulling out the guilt card or saying to you, like, yeah, but I really need you right now, Cancer. I'm going through a really, really hard time and I need to talk to you for the next 3 hours. And I know it's going to take up the only free time that you have to work on your side business, but I really need you right this second. And in fact, if you don't stay here with me right now, I'm going to throw a tantrum and a fit and I'm going to cause a lot of drama in your life with the Five of Wands. And that's when we have to just put up boundaries against people, right, Cancer? And the interesting thing is when we put up boundaries, that's what I was trying to say, when we start putting up these boundaries with people, it reveals the devils in the camp. And again, these are not bad people necessarily. Maybe they are for you. I'm not going to tell you your own life story, Cancer, but this is what's happened to me where I've put up like the tiniest bit of boundary and been like, hey, I'm exhausted today. Like, I gotta do something for myself. I gotta, like, take tonight and, like, spend some time with myself. And I've had some really bad reactions from people. Let's just say that. And it's like, people will always reveal themselves, is my point, when you start to put yourself first, which we always should have anyways, right, Cancer? I'm not talking about being selfish. I'm talking about if you feel like you are overextending yourself with the Six of Pentacles, but because you have this beautiful Cancerian heart that wants to mother people essentially, and I'm not saying that in a negative way, like I love this about Cancer, but at the same time, it's like you're breaking your own heart with that. We only have so much energy to give with the Six of Pentacles. And I think that that's part of the realization with the Sun and the Judgment card, something coming to light that you're starting to see, Cancer. And that's what I'm getting in this reading. So we're going to get to card number 1 here. Just wanted to set up the backstory. All right. Card number 1 for Cancer is the Knight of Pentacles. Go slow with this, Cancer. There's no need for you to be like, I'm going to cut everyone out. Everybody's an energy vampire. Everybody is toxic. With the Knight of Pentacles, I'm seeing it as just like a slow change. Like, it's a slow, like, you don't have to do everything all at once. You can just slowly start to put these new boundaries into place is what I'm seeing. With the Three of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles here, Cancer, I'm seeing you going through this slow, steady growth, literally over this year. I know that this is a monthly reading, but I'm seeing this happening over the course of this year. And this could even be like, if it's not just about your energy when it comes to people and relationships, I'm also seeing this regarding your money. Like, maybe you are overextending yourself in other areas as well, Cancer. And I think that that's part of this, like, realization that you're having as you're starting to do this growth process. I'm seeing it as a growth process. It's a little bit different than a healing process. We do have the Three of Swords, which to me often is a healing process, but I feel like it's a combination of these two cards. And that's why it's something that's happening slow and over a period of time. Because, how do I say this? It's like you're barely gonna notice it's happening, is my point here. Like, it's gonna be an easy transition for you. Like, if you have to put up boundaries with people, or you have to kind of rearrange. I just keep seeing the Six of Pentacles. Rearrange the way that you're giving out your energy with the Six of Pentacles. This is a card of giving and taking, giving and receiving. It's like, and for me, oftentimes it comes through as energy. Could be money for you, could be like investments, it could be like stuff that you're buying for your business. Like, for example, I bought this green shirt, I designed this thing, I ordered it, it cost me money to have this shirt for my business, for example. It could be stuff like that. It could be you thinking to yourself, like, wait, maybe I don't need to spend this much money. Maybe I can pull this off for free even, I'm hearing. And this is a crazy thing, Cancer. It's like if you're trying to build something with the Ten of Pentacles in your life or have some sort of a savings, I'm seeing like an envelope with a fund, like for a rainy day. Like you could even be saving money so that you can make an investment down the line of some kind. With the Knight of Pentacles can be like a long-term investment. Take this as it resonates, Cancer. It doesn't have to just be relationships, but I feel that's involved. But the interesting thing that's happening, and that's why I think this is like a growth process and it's something that's happening over time, is because it's going to start affecting other areas of your life and how you mother yourself, like how you take care of yourself. Like maybe in the past, you couldn't even fully focus on certain like long-term plans that you wanted for yourself. Like maybe you had a loose idea in your mind of like, oh, I want to buy this type of house in the future. I want to have these investments. I want my business to look like this. But if we're dealing with people that are taking our energy and draining our energy, even if we love them and they're not bad people, sometimes that can just take our mental space away from the stuff that we would otherwise be focusing on if they weren't taking our time. Like say, for example, say you have someone or people in your life that even if it's positive, like maybe you're hanging out with certain people or you have somebody that you're around that's taking your time. But if they weren't there, and I'm not trying to be mean, we don't have to cut everybody out. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, but if they weren't there and you were just kind of like chilling, sitting on your laptop, if you were bored enough, what would you be thinking about? Like most of us are so busy today that we don't even get the chance to be bored. We don't even get the luxury to be bored. And I'm really feeling that as I'm saying it, Cancer. So it's like maybe if you had a break from a person or people, even if they're good people, it's like it could give you a chance to think about other things that you wouldn't otherwise be thinking about because you have more free energy, more free time. I'm seeing a lot in this reading about free time for you, Cancer. And these are realizations that I'm seeing you coming to over time. This is not just some crazy thing where Cancer's like, oh, well, it's cutoff season. I'm cutting everybody out of my life and I'm skipping town and I'm quitting my job and that's that. It's a slower process than that, Cancer, is what I'm seeing. Card number 2 is the Queen of Swords. See, that she is a card of, you could say she's a card of boundaries. You could say she's a card of cutting people off. I know I just said it wasn't about cutting everybody off, but there could be some people here that have become toxic to you, even if they're not bad people. I don't know why I keep saying that phrase, but maybe that's something you're thinking. Maybe you're thinking like, yeah, but it's not like they're really doing anything wrong. For somebody to be toxic, Cancer, it doesn't always have to be that there's some like evil person. They could literally just, maybe they're talking your ear off. I'm coming back to that again as I'm gabbing 20 miles a minute here, 25,000 miles a minute here. But I'm just saying they could be somebody that is well-meaning, but maybe they're taking too much of your time and your energy. With the Queen of Swords, again, it doesn't have to be like, get out of my space. Get out of my life. I don't want to see you again in my face. Get out of my face. it could literally just be like you saying like, hey, I need to take some time for me. Again, it's these slow cuts, these slow changes, these slow boundaries. It's a process. And I'm seeing that as you're doing that, that is mothering yourself. Like, it's taking care of yourself the way that you always take care of everybody else, Cancer. That's how I'm seeing this message right now. And it feels very healthy and balanced to me. And I am seeing that the more that you do this, the more you mother yourself, just like you mother everybody else. And I mean that in a loving way, Cancer. I love you guys. I love your energy. It's very comforting to me. But the more that you mother yourself, I'm seeing you're gonna have more time and energy to like build this 10 of Pentacles, whatever that means to you, to build a beautiful home, to build maybe even a family. Like, maybe you want to have a family, maybe you don't have time to have a family, maybe you're, or maybe you're trying to build up your money. It's like you're gonna have more time to come up with like good ideas, and or maybe even like meet somebody. Like, maybe you don't even have time to date somebody right now. I'm seeing all of that. Card number 3 is the Magician. Ooh, yeah, this is like a redefining. I'm seeing this as like a redefinition, because the Magician can be a card of like, where's my snake? With the Ouroboros, it can be a card of like becoming a new person with the Magician. And I am hearing people saying to you like, not even that you've changed, but just you might start to feel a little bit different to people, but that's because you are being the magician of your own life. I'm seeing you moving things around with the Magician, and it's like you're being able to use all of these tools in a better, more efficient way with the 6 of Pentacles and the Magician. He has the Pentacles, he has the Wands, he has the Cups. What did I miss? Wands, Cups, Pentacles. Wands, Cups, Pentacles, Swords. I couldn't think of Swords. So maybe there's something with that, with the Queen of Swords. Maybe there's something here where you feel like, yeah, that's being too harsh, but maybe it makes logical sense. I couldn't think of the Swords. So maybe there's something here where you need to get more in balance with your Swords energy, which is this Queen of Swords. And it looks like that's going to help you manifest better in a more balanced way, Cancer. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. If you'd like to come on over to Patreon, we have your extended linked up at the top of the comments. And until next time, Cancer, you have a great April.